everybody, hello. We're back. I'm back with kind of what I've found in drawers and lots of stuff. And I really want to finish this little booklet because it's just kind of pretty and I want to finish it. So I haven't got anything on there, but I'm going to forge ahead with this one. And look at that, just what we've got already, which is the cream card that I use. I have used some gesso on it, and then I used some of this Amsterdam acrylic ink in the colour warm grey, and I love that. I could have that as my walls. I just love it. But we're not going to leave it there. No, of course we're not. We are going to make a pocket and a tag. It's about time really, isn't it? Because so far all this has been is pretty much an art journal. There's no journaling anywhere to be had. You could journal on there, so that wouldn't be too bad. Right, so I'm going to make a frame, and I was sitting this morning at some ungodly hour, like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. And because I worry about you guys, honestly, I've got people at the minute I'm really worried about. So generally I sit and think about them. But this came to me. I'd make a frame. I'll make a frame. And do you like my new dressy up ring? It's kind of nice, isn't it? I mean, it's just dressy up. This one's a nice ring. This one is silver, but it's pretend. Oh, and I got my nails done yesterday as well. So yeah, it's all happening here in the pretty camp. Right, so let's get back to business. I've laid out 2 of the boxes of the metal bits, you know, the little boxes that were inside the suitcases. And I've also laid out this, which is little, I've got so many of these, honestly. I've got a problem. I know I've got a problem, but you know, hey ho. Right, and what was in another drawer, it's this drawer that's right down here in front of me. And every time that I do, not every time, but a lot of times if I've got suitable paper close by, I will mop up whatever ink I'm using onto these bits of paper. And I've got quite a few now. You can see the colours I've been using. There's all sorts here. That was supposed to be red, came out pink. And I have, what do you call it? Scanned these, yeah. So I've got a copy of most of these in the computer. I like to have greens on standby because I like to cut them out. Fuzzy die cut them out for leaves. That one I think we did not long ago actually. So the greens, yeah, you can see I cut out die cut them so I can get some leaves out of them. These ones fairly plain and straightforward, but very nice. I could use those today actually. No, I won't. This one's sort of greeny bluey one. There's a red one there. That's a pretty one, isn't it? That's pretty. It really is. Oh, as is that one. Kind of like that one. Might lay that out. Like that one. So don't throw your bits away. You know, don't keep hold of them because they will come in handy. That's a nice one. They definitely will come in handy. That's nice, isn't it? So yeah, altogether I've got some nice bits here. Oh, that's been sprayed or spritzed over with silver, I think. It's very silvery. And a very light one. Okay, and I've also got these little bits here, but I think I will use this one. I think so. So I'll put the others back in the drawer. I know where they are. And that keeps them safe-ish anyway. Right, so what I want to do is make a frame. Now, the really, you know, you saw how many frames I had. I have plenty of frames, but I've decided to make one. So I want it to fit onto this, onto here. So let's measure that, shall we? Be a good start. Measures 4 inches. So I want the frame to be about 3 inches, so it's got a bit of a border around it. And I want it to be about 4 inches tall. 4 inches. 3 inches by 4 inches. And I don't want it to be overly thick, but thick enough that you can see it. So 5/8 of an inch. 5/8 of an inch, something like that. That's a hard one to measure actually, so let's do it either half or 3/4, whichever. Let's just make sure that end is square first before we start chopping. Sometimes when it's got ink on, no it is, it's perfectly square. So I'm going to chop at, oh that's going to be really awkward. And I'm going to have to make some marks because you can't really hold it at 3/4 of an inch. So let's make some marks on here. At 3/4. There. And there. I probably need 4 of these actually. And there, and one more. There. So let's cut those off. And hope that they are pretty accurate. Otherwise they'll look a bit naff. Okay, let's give that a try. Hopefully that'll be okay. And I'm going to leave this bit out because I want to make a tag as well. Maybe to go with it, maybe not, I don't know. Right, so we've got 4 that should be comparable width. Be nice if they were, you know, really the proper width, but and 3 inches I said that I wanted the width to be. So yeah, my desk's a disaster zone. So let's cut that at 3 inches. I don't think I've got 3 inches left over, have I? No, I haven't. So it doesn't matter which bits you cut. 3, 3 and 2 at 4. I make it a touch taller actually, 4.5. So the frame's going to be 4.5 by 3. And it's lovely. I think it was dried marigold. Thank you, Heather Beckett, who sent me that. Well, she sent me the money and told me what to buy off my Amazon wish list, which is a sensible way of doing it. And thanks very much, Heather. And whilst I'm on the topic, thank you to every single person that donates, however small a donation. I really appreciate it. Mr. F, just after Christmas, bought a new iMac because the one that we had was really struggling to do all the videoing stuff that we do. And I mean, I don't know anything about it, but he decided that best thing to do was to buy a new one. The one we had was 15 years old, so didn't know it was anything. but I don't know if you've looked up the price of those things. And then of course you get it and you need new leads and you need whatever else. I don't know. I'd close my mind to it because it's all just too expensive. So really that kind of wiped out the whole, and more actually, of the Miss Paintalot pot that I have going. So you can see where your money, oh yeah, and a new monitor, that's right. You can see that a great deal of your money went into that project and left me, the Miss Paintalot fund, broke as broke. So thank you to absolutely everybody. It's things like that that you don't actually see. You know, it's not a thing that I'm using, but it's a necessity to get the videos up onto YouTube. So thank you very, very, very much. However small and insignificant you think your donation is, trust me, it's not. They're all extremely valued. Thank you very much. Right, let's get on with this frame. So I'm going to use this is my little scoreboard. You can use your big one if you want to. The little one will do fine. And I'm going to take one of the 3-inch pieces and one of the 4-inch pieces. I'm just going to overlap them like that. And I'm going to use the straight edge here and the straight edge down here to give me a full 90-degree corner on there. So, oops, hello. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue there on that corner. Hold that right up tight to the top and the side, and then put that up to the top and along the side, and we should have perfect 90-degree corner there. That's the theory. I would have used my other scoreboard, which has got a better edge along here, but the camera doesn't like it. It goes funny whenever it's around. So 90-degree turn it to there, bit of glue on there. One of the longer ones to match that one. Push it up to the top, make sure it's across to the side, press it down, and then this one, and I want some glue on this side. That's it, glue's decided to work now. Push it up to the top and across to the side, and then this one should be square. That's just about, it's not bad. Not bad. Flip that out of the way, put some glue on here, and press that into place. Push it up to the top. There we go. We have ourselves a frame. So it's quite painless, quite easy thing to do. And you can use any paper. I'm using my ink splotchy paper because it's about time that they got used up. So there we go. That's looking nice. Now I just want a piece of acetate in behind that frame. And I've got some lying here. It's been a desk dweller for some time, so I don't know how clean it is, and I'm just going to turn that over. Hold my acetate in from all the edges, about 1/4 inch in, and I'm just going to very loosely draw myself a line where I want to cut that. Doesn't matter how wiggly woggly it is, no one will ever see it. And let's just cut that out. Put that back in the trough at the back of my desk to become a desk dweller once again. And then just run your glue, not right up close to the aperture, because if you do, once you squeeze the acetate down, the glue will come out of there and it won't look pretty. So back a little bit from it. Then put your acetate on and press it down and press it away from the window. Step away from the window. There we go. And that kind of firms the frame up anyway. It's you know, it stops it being, not that it was movable, but it's, you know, it's now really good and firm. Actually, I was going to stamp on it, and I should have stamped on it before I put the acetate on, but never mind, eh? What the heck? Now then, I don't know which is the top and which is the bottom. Doesn't really matter, does it? But wherever the top is, I want to put a bit of washi, so as when you put your card in, it doesn't get stuck on that ridge of the acetate. So just a bit of washi along there, in a washi that you don't like very much. So give that a good burnish down. There we go. So we've got our frame, got the window behind it. You see that? Yeah. And shall we stamp? Shall we? I don't know. I want to add something to it, and I just put my hand in the box. In this box, I've got rid of all these things. Put my hand in, pulled a handful out. Honestly, I'm being swamped. Things are literally throwing themselves at me. And I found this. So I've inked around it, and I thought that that might go there, like that. And I found a dog. I didn't realise I had a dog left. I love the dogs. So I thought that could go there. We need, oh, I didn't even ink it before I put the acetate on. What is wrong with me today? Not thinking properly. Let's ink it now before we forget all about that. I should have inked the inside edge. That would have been a good and sensible thing to do. But I didn't do it. So I can't help it now. Just have to live with it. I'm not going to start again. My head's saying, start again, it's never going to be right. But I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it. I'm just going straight on. I do like this paper. It's nice. Really inky and lovely. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, being swamped by all this stuff. So this is what came to hand, and there was also some threads, which heaven knows where they've gone. Threads anywhere? I'll have to go and get some from the sewing machine then. I had some, I had a load of them. This is not a healthy environment, my desk. It's just, oh my goodness, I'm knocking things onto the floor left and right. Yeah, if the people, you know, safe space environment people came, they wouldn't like it. Don't blame them. I don't like it, particularly when it's this messy. I'm supposed to be tidying up and I seem to be making more of a mess. Now I want that to there. So will that still fit on our page? Now is the time to try it. Yes, just. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's great. So let's stick that down there. And I'm just going to put that line there because that's where I want it. about there, I think. But let me just try it. No, it needs to be further in than that. Needs to be about there. Okay. It's always best to try these things instead of, it saves disappointment later. I found. There we go. Right, so I'm going to have my dog. I want some threads and just something here. 5 o'clock? What's wrong with that? 5 o'clock. Well, I don't know, maybe one of these actually. But I'm going to go and get some threads. Right, I've been and picked up this pile of threads that I'll leave by the sewing machine. It's just all the ends. But I'm thinking that because I didn't ink around there, what I might do is stitch around that inside. And if I'm stitching around the inside, I might as well stitch around the outside. So I'll go and do that now. Right, so that's that stitched around. I'll just chop the ends off. And I think it does look a bit better. It's still not inked, obviously. I can't magic that, but right. So that's going to go there, our doggy. And I just want something here. So let's see what we got. Something in that orangey browny tone. And something in orange. What about that there? That's quite nice. I think that's all that needs really. I'm happy with that. Excellent. That hasn't used up very much of my stash, has it? But never mind. So let's just ink around that while we've got it here. The little bits are very fiddly to ink around, but it does make a difference. There we go. Right, let's glue him into place. I'm just going to take my finger and wipe away, not wipe away, but just wipe where it's going to go onto the acetate, because I don't want it splodging everywhere. Pop that on there, straight along the bottom, yes. There we go, lovely. Good boy. Actually, I think you're a girl. Good girl. That's lovely. And then stick this in place. Oh, I forgot my blinking threads. What are you thinking today? Well, fact is, you're not thinking today. Okay, they don't snap. So let's cut them. There we go. So, has that dog stuck down? Of course it has. No, it's well and truly stuck down, so that's not going to work. I can see I'm going to have to do another one of these to show you how to do it, because this is a bit poor. Let's just pop that on there, like that. Lovely. Right, so there we are. Looks all right to me. Okay. Now, you could, if you wanted to, stamp around that. Actually, I might put a background stamp on it, but I quite like it like that. It looks all right to me. Background stamp. I've got this one. Everywhere's got cotton on it now. No, it's too much, too intrusive. I've got this text. Of course I'm going to use the text. Why wouldn't I? Stuff dropping out my basket. I need to really use stuff out of those baskets. Big styly. Which is the right way up, that way. So let's just do that, and I'm just going to stamp off and then just put a bit of stamping on there, just so it's there, but it's kind of not there very much. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's working out all right. Oh, so much easier if it didn't shake. It's a bit dark, but never mind. We'll live with it. Yeah, there we go. That's nice, like that. Just brought it in all together. Lovely. Right. So that's kind of finished, really. All I need now is a tag to go inside it, and I want to use this, and that's going to be tall enough. Let's stick this down first. It's going to have to go right over to the left hand side to accommodate this piece, but that's absolutely fine. I don't think I want anything on this background. I really just love the background. And I might use some thin tape, double-sided tape. I thought I felt the start of it there, but no, there it is. Just not going to use that very end bit, because sometimes they get a bit mucky in the drawer and don't stick overly well. Okay, don't need that long bit of thread there. Right, so let's just burnish that down really well as I can. I'm going to put some glue on it as well, belt and braces. Let's just trim off the ends. And this one, there we go. And remove the, where's my tweezers? Tweezers! Where's anything on this desk? Oh, look at that, I can find something. Before the next video, I really need to tidy up my desk. Tidying my drawers, and my desk's a holy show. There we go. I'm just going to put a wee bit of glue on that as well. Because it's over the top of those stitches. Sometimes stitched bits don't want to stick, for reasons best known to themselves. There we go. Lovely. So let's get that where we want it. About there, I would say. Give it a very, very good press down. Especially these top corners, they can be buggers. Right, there we go. Okay, so now we need a tag to go inside it. I think we should use the same. I think it'll match nicely. So overall that measures 3, but allowing for the glue, I think 2.5 is good. 2.5 inches. That could be tall enough that way, but I'll do it that way, and then we've got a choice. We can cut it down if we want to. 2.5. There we go. We've still got a bit left. Play with for another day. So that's going to go into there like that. So I need something on there. That's about it. So yeah, something about on there. What can it be? Well, it could be many a thing. I think, though, I think I'm going to cut this down. I think it's a little bit tall for what I want. So I'm going to cut it down to there, and then I'm going to shape the corners. You can make it as tall or as long or whatever, short as you like. It's just my personal preference. Get my old driver's license out to shape the corners. And if you haven't seen this done before, it's just an old store card, an old loyalty card, in my case an old driver's license, old Visa card, bank card, whatever. Make sure you deface it, just in case you're going to class or something and you lose it. And I've cut 4 different corners off here, and I use one like that, then flip it over, do the other side, and that way I'm guaranteed to have the same corner on each side. So that's that. Let's ink around that before we forget. I'm using gathered twigs. It's just a nice dark brown, darkish brown. It's not really, it's not like scorched timber dark. There we go. Lovely. Right. So, what shall I put on the tag? Help! We could have a peep, or we could have a flower. I've got these. These have just caught my eye. Got all florally bits. Butterflies. I get the feeling I'm going to stamp it. That's the feeling I'm getting from myself. What do you feel like, Miss P? I feel like stamping. Okay, let's stamp then. Let us stamp. That says specimen. Quite like that. There's one that says field notes somewhere. Oh, there's those ones that are like specimens. They're nice. I like though. I love these stamps. They're the field note set, and they're just with some additions, with some stuff added to it. But there is at least 2 sets of Tim Holtz stamps in field note stamps in here, as well as I say, other stuff. So I think the field label there. Let's just kind of see where that would come to. I think that would be about right there. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. This is ludicrous. Ludicrous. And I know you can't see it, but it's just as well because you'd give up on me if you could. It's beyond a joke. I'm going to use brown again because I've used brown everywhere and the text on there is brown. And I want this to work, this stamp, because, well, I do have another piece of this, but I don't want to use it if I can possibly help it. So let's put that there. Please work. Please work. Do you know, I really wish that some of you could just magically appear in my craft room and we could all craft together with all the supplies I've got and just see what you come up with. You know, it would be fabulous. Yeah, that worked really well. That's lovely. And I don't think I need a whole lot more. Maybe a butterfly or something at the bottom. Oh, I found a sunflower. No. You don't need a sunflower. You don't. What do I need though? Is there a butterfly anywhere? There's all sorts of flowers and things in here. Shipment collect. That doesn't fit. I don't think I was going to use it anyway. I was messing around. That's a nice number. And that's a nice number. So no butterflies. There's a shocker. I never use butterflies. I like that tag number. I might leave it out. Let's put them back about the road just now. See if that wants to adhere itself to there. No, not really. That's it. Right. $785. Such a lovely number, that. I don't know where he got it from. Don't know what significance it has to him, but it's a really nice number. By him, I mean Timmy, of course. Let's put this down here. Lovely. And then I'm going to put tag number. That's sticking. Wow. There. There we go. That's fine. I like that. That is sufficient. Now then, those of you that watched, I think it was day before yesterday, there was a lot of metal work. And I've left out, well, I've thought out 2 of the boxes from inside the suitcase that says metal bits, just to see if I can find something. I just need to use these up. That I'm getting depressed about them now. They're weighing on my mind. So I'm going to use a pin, one of the little safety pin things, That one looks a little bit bent, so see if I can find a better one. Yeah, that one. And one of these ones, In My Heart. They're quite nice as well. Courageous Moments. No, I don't like that colour so much. Seen and Noted. Seen and Noted's okay. Here and Now, that's also okay. Go See and Explore. Made that for a peep, for a person. This one, Lost and Found, not really. And this one, Just One Life. Yeah, I like Just One Life. Let's go for that then. Let's use that up. Okay, so I want to tie. This string was in with the salvage tags boxes that I had. So it's just perfect for what I want. So I'm just going to cut a bit off. Put it through here. Tie just a right over left, left over right. But not tight up to it. And I'm doing my best here. Which may be alright or it may not be. Here's Mr. F come to show me something. I think it's secret, so I'm going to pause you. So get yourselves prepared. This is Mr. F's creation of the day. Creation du jour. Yeah, it makes mine look a bit paltry to be honest, but you ready? Look! That's a Superman stamping block. Well, you know, the handle that goes. Where's Catkin? Here. Don't fall off. See, this is the one I showed you the other day, Catkin. So here's Superman. Just needs to go on his Perspex block. And then, look at him. Whoa, we're getting quite a fleet here, guys. When you get yours, if you order one, yours will come unpainted. Unless, of course, you want Mr. F to paint it for you. But it comes unpainted, and then you can decide what you want to do. There is one around here somewhere that's got a version of me on it with purple hair and a turquoise cardigan and, you know, typically me. But this is what he's been doing today, and I think he's done a video of it. Oh yeah, and there's Gingy as well. Yeah, Gingy. Oh, we have got a lot. So there's Gingy, who's retired now really until next Christmas. But he was good. He did good. And now I've got Catkin, which is the one I use all the time now. And then we've got Superman. Should have made Superwoman really, shouldn't he? That would have been better. But so there you go. That's what Mr. F's been doing. And the video of that will be up in the Facebook group pretty soon, I imagine, is it?
Yeah, as soon as you hand it me back.
Oh, so bye. Thanks, Mr. F. They're great. They are really good.
Yeah, don't you still going?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, that's Mr. F gone. I think he's quite happy with his day's work, so he should be. It's nice. Those stamping platforms, they are available at the moment only in the UK and via the Facebook group, should you wish for one. If you do, just give me a message and we'll sort it out. So I've trimmed the ends off and I'm going to put it on the paper clip. No, it's not. It's a safety pin. And I just want to make 2 holes in the top where that safety pin's going to come out of. So I want one about there. And then one not very far away. They're very little, these pins. Go on, go on, go on. That's it. Oh, it's a bit odd looking, but no, it'll be fine. It will be fine. So this wants to just, I think, put it through the knot, I would say. Maybe if I can get it through the knot. Or maybe not. Through the knot. Go on. You know you want to go. No, it doesn't want to. But I want it to. And I have prevailed. Excellent. So that's going like that. That goes in there and out of that other hole that we made, like that. And then you have to try and close it. And best way is to put something underneath it, so as you've got something to hook onto. And it is a bit fiddly because they are tiny. That's it. There we go. So I've used up a little pin and one of these thingies. Hey, yes, I've used some stuff. That should be dry by now. And that wants to slide in there really nicely. That's going to come out over the top like that. And there we have it. There's our today's page done. Now I did have a little prototype run of this before before this. Actually probably went better than that one, but never mind, it's the way of the world. And I put it in the September Snacks journal because I'm still trying to finish it. It really can't do with much more in here. It's going to break the spine if I do, but it's the same thing. Safety pin, little piece of metal. I stamped on this one. It's the same inky paper, different inky paper, but the same idea. And I think I'm going to struggle to get that in there. I'm going to have to persuade that a bit with my ruler, I think. But I used that frosted film, the stuff that we found in one of the drawers. This stuff. And I put alcohol ink on it actually down the bottom just to make it look aged. But I wouldn't say it was great. I have to think some more about where I'm going to use that. Because, let's just put that away. Something off my desk. So yeah. So that was the one that I made earlier. This is the one we've just made. I quite like that actually, it's nice. Quite plainish, but it's okay. This one's a bit fancier, it's got masking tape around it, what have you, but so there you go. Thank you very, very much for sticking with me. I'm just going to try and... There's the stuff I was after. I'm just going to try and persuade this pocket to be a little bit bigger than it wants to be. I can manage it. It's possible. I don't want to burst it off the page, but I do want to buy myself a bit of room. Let's try that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There we go. So now you can see that, I think, that's the frosted film, and I stamped on the tag. And you can sort of see it, and I did put alcohol ink down here, otherwise it would have been clear. But it's quite nice, that, I think. And I used a background stamp. It's a rare earth one. Looks like that. But it comes out quite nicely, I think. So we're getting ever closer to finishing this September Snacks journal. And I did remember to put my threads in that one. So yeah, that one's probably more complete than the one we've just done. But I do like the concept. And I like the way of making a frame. So if you've got any paper hanging around that you can cut into strips, use your scoreboard for the square where to put them. You'll be fine. Crack on. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for, as I said, everything that you do to help this channel. It is so greatly appreciated. Thanks a whole bunch. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now. Bye.